welcome back to the channel, my gorgeous drama-loving friends. Today is a beautifully chaotic day, the sun is shining, but in Genoa City. The storm clouds are literally brewing and we have so much absolute madness to unpack that I am practically vibrating out of my seat. Grab your snacks, your tea, and maybe a stress ball, because let's dive right into the absolute insanity. Oh my god, I'm screaming. I was literally eating dinner and choked on my drink when I watched this scene. I had to pause the TV and text my best friend immediately because I can't even deal right now. Okay, but listen, you guys know how Malcolm Winters has been fighting for his life, right? Like, he is literally on his deathbed with aplastic anemia, the monitors are beeping that terrifying slow beep, the lighting in the hospital room is all dark and depressing. And I am sitting there holding my breath because the acting is just so dramatic. And then Malcolm calls Devon over to his bedside. Just Devon. The tension in the room was so thick you could cut it with a knife. And what he says next, my jaw dropped straight to the floor. I am actually still recovering from the sheer shock of it all. I literally couldn't believe my ears. Wait, did I already say that? Whatever. Anyway, Malcolm is lying there, looking like he is about to cross over to the other side at any second, and he uses his last ounce of strength to whisper a confession to Devon. A deathbed confession, which is insane by the way, because why do soap characters always wait until they are literally flatlining to drop the biggest bombs ever? So Malcolm looks Devon dead in the eye, his voice all raspy, and confesses that he has lost twins. Twins, from a brief, passionate fling in France decades ago. I literally screamed at my screen. France, twins. When did Malcolm even have time to go to France and father twins without anyone knowing? I was like, are you serious right now? How does someone hide entire human beings for decades? Oh wait, before that happened, actually, we have to look at the context here because it makes the whole thing so much crazier. I forgot to mention earlier, but Devon has been completely losing his mind lately. He has been so aggressive, fighting with Abby over Mariah, trying to throw Mariah in prison, and don't even get me started on that, because Devon was being so annoying and vindictive. He was literally acting like a villain, letting his anger completely cloud his judgment. But the second Malcolm whispers this French twin secret, Devon's entire demeanor changes. You could literally see his brain short-circuiting in real time. The audacity of Malcolm to just casually be like, oh yeah, by the way, I have 2 secret children in Europe. Oops. Not okay. I'm done. I was literally pacing around my living room. But seriously, why would he do that? Why would Malcolm keep this a secret for decades? Malcolm claims he kept it hidden to protect the peace of the Winters family. Like, are you serious right now? Protecting the peace, have you met the Winters family? There is never any peace. Keeping a massive secret like this is the exact opposite of protecting the family. Mark my words, this is going to end badly. Secrets never stay buried in Genoa City, and now Devon has to carry the weight of this massive lie. Devon's trust in Malcolm, the man he looks up to and trusts so deeply, is completely shattered. You could see the heartbreak in Devon's eyes as he realizes the man he trusted has been lying to his face for his entire life. The betrayal is just so deep and so raw. And let's talk about the inheritance aspect, because my mind immediately went there and I know yours did too. Devon is standing there, processing this monumental betrayal, and he suddenly realizes he is not the only heir. The Chancellor Winter's empire is already a massive mess of corporate drama, and now there are 2 random French twins out there who probably have a claim to the Winters' fortune. I'm calling it now, these twins are going to show up and demand half the company. They are going to walk into the GCAC wearing berets and designer clothes and just completely take over. I am literally hyperventilating just thinking about the corporate warfare this is going to cause. Devon thought he had the family legacy all figured out, but now there are these missing puzzle pieces that change absolutely everything. Okay, where was I, right? So Devon is reeling from this betrayal. His trust in his family is gone. He's spiraling. But then, the real realization hits him. The massive, glowing light bulb goes off in his head. Malcolm is dying. He needs a bone marrow transplant to survive this aplastic anemia. Lily can't do it because of her cancer history. And we all know the absolute train wreck that was the Holden Novak situation. I know I'm jumping around chronologically because I keep remembering things out of order, but remember how Stephanie faked the DNA tests to make it look like Holden was Malcolm's son? Honestly, Stephanie needs to get it together, I swear. She is unhinged, so Holden isn't a match, Holden isn't even blood. They are completely out of options, until now. The twins, the secret French twins are the key. They are biologically Malcolm's children, which means they are the absolute best chance at finding a bone marrow match to save his life. At this point I'm yelling at my screen, Devon, go to France, get on the Chancellor jet right now. Fly to Paris, it is literally a race against time. Malcolm is slipping further into a coma, the doctors are looking grim, the machines are going crazy, and Devon is the only one who holds the key to saving him. The dramatic irony is just so delicious, I can't breathe. Malcolm kept these kids a secret to protect the family, but now those very same secret kids are the only ones who can save his life. The writers are honestly giving us pure cinema right now. It is so dramatic. And what does Devon do? He drops everything. I mean literally everything. I mentioned earlier that he was in this massive, toxic feud with Abby over Mariah's plea deal, right? He was so obsessed with getting revenge on Mariah for the Dominic kidnapping. He was filing motions behind Abby's back, yelling at her, tearing his own relationship apart, acting like a complete maniac. But the second he realizes these twins exist and could save Malcolm, he just abandons the conflict with Abby completely. He doesn't care about Mariah anymore. He doesn't care about the legal drama. His sole focus, his entire existence right now, is finding these lost twins. Honestly, thank God, because I was so sick of him fighting with Abby. He needs to get it together, I swear, and this mission is exactly what he needed. But let's really dive into Devon's psychology here because I am so emotionally invested. I feel like these are real people doing real things and I am personally offended by their choices. Devon has always prided himself on being the responsible one, the one who protects Neil's legacy and the Winters family name. Discovering that the family has these missing pieces, these hidden branches on the family tree, completely shatters his reality. He thought he knew who his family was. He thought the circle was closed. Now he is thrust into this desperate, frantic search across international lines. I can just picture him in his penthouse, surrounded by maps and private investigator files, drinking black coffee and looking stressed out of his mind. It is just so intense. Wait, did I already say that? Whatever. Anyway, I just can't get over the fact that Malcolm was hiding this. Like, did Neil know? If Neil knew and didn't tell Devon, Devon might actually explode. The betrayal is so deep. And what about the mother of these twins? Who is this mystery French woman? Was she royalty? Was she a supermodel? Why did Malcolm leave her? I have so many questions and I am literally going to lose my mind waiting for the next episode. I had to pause the TV and just walk around my living room to process it all. I was like, are you serious right now? The sheer audacity of this man to live a double life and just drop it on Devon when he is hooked up to a ventilator. And think about the logistical nightmare of finding people who have been hidden for decades. Devon is wealthy, sure, he has unlimited resources, but if this woman wanted to stay hidden, she might have changed their names. What if the twins don't even know Malcolm is their father? Imagine living your life in Paris, eating a croissant, looking at the Eiffel Tower, and suddenly a billionaire from Genoa City shows up and says, "Hey, your dad is a famous photographer who is currently dying in a hospital in Wisconsin. Please give him your bone marrow." I would literally pass out. The audacity. The sheer absolute madness of it all. I would be so confused and so angry. I am seriously so thrilled by the direction this is taking. The Young and the Restless has been absolutely dominating lately, and this storyline is exactly why. It has everything. Medical emergencies, secret pasts, massive inheritances on the line, and family betrayals. Devon is about to go on the most insane character arc of his life. He is transforming from this bitter, angry guy fighting with Abby into a desperate savior trying to track down his long-lost family members to save his family's life. It is the redemption arc we didn't know we needed, but honestly, I am here for it. I am seated. I am watching every single second and I am not looking away. But I'm calling it now, even if Devon finds them, it is not going to be easy. These twins are going to have major resentment. They are going to be furious that Malcolm abandoned them and kept them a secret for their entire lives. They might even refuse to donate the bone marrow, can you imagine? Devon begging on his knees, offering them millions of dollars from the Chancellor Winters Trust, and them just saying "Nong." I would actually scream. The drama would be off the charts. Devon is going to have to use every manipulative business tactic he knows just to save Malcolm's life, and it is going to be incredibly messy and heartbreaking. And honestly, let's just take a moment to think about Lily in all of this. I know Devon is the one who got the deathbed confession, but when Lily finds out, oh my god, she is going to lose her absolute mind. She has been pacing the hospital halls, crying her eyes out, completely devastated because she couldn't be the donor due to her cancer history. She has been carrying so much guilt, and she just went through the ringer with that whole Holden fake DNA scandal. Finding out that she actually has two more half-siblings out there in the world, and that they are French, she is going to be so overwhelmed. I can already picture the scene where Devon has to sit her down and explain this. She is going to throw a glass or something, I swear. The emotional whiplash this poor girl is going through is just insane. Also, can we talk about how wild it is that Devon is just completely dropping his vendetta against Mariah? Like, I know I mentioned it, but it really highlights how desperate he is. He was literally filing rogue legal motions behind Abby's back. He was ready to destroy his relationship with Abby just to see Mariah rot in a jail cell because of the Dominic trauma. He was so blinded by his own pain and guilt. And now, it's like a switch flipped in his brain. The impending death of Malcolm and the shock of these secret twins just completely rewired him. It proves that deep down, Devon's core priority is his family's survival. When the chips are down, he will abandon his petty revenge plots to save the people he loves. It's actually kind of beautiful in a really twisted, dramatic soap opera way. I'm literally getting emotional just thinking about it. Okay, but listen, I have a theory. What if the twins are already in Genoa City? What if they aren't in France anymore? What if one of them is someone we already know, just walking around society or the GCAC, completely unaware of their winter's bloodline. I mean, this is the young and the restless people. Coincidences like that happen literally all the time. I am going to be scrutinizing every single new character and every single extra in the background from now on. If anyone so much as orders a French vanilla coffee, I am going to be suspicious. Devon is going to hire the best private investigators. He's going to be tracking down birth certificates from Paris, looking through old passports. It's going to be like a true crime documentary mixed with a family drama, and I am absolutely living for it. I just keep replaying Devon's face in my head, the sheer panic. The realization that his family legacy is a lie. The fact that he is not the only heir to the massive Chancellor Winter's fortune. He has spent years building this empire, protecting it, managing the trusts, and now there are two random people out there who have a legitimate, biological claim to everything. Even if Devon's primary goal right now is saving Malcolm's life with their bone marrow, you just know the business implications are going to rear their ugly head eventually. Nate is going to have a field day with this. The board of directors is going to panic. The corporate warfare that is going to stem from this deathbed confession is going to be legendary. I can't even deal right now. Alright, for real this time, I need to go calm down because my heart rate is way too high for a Tuesday. This show is literally taking years off my life, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Devon searching for these French twins is going to be the storyline of the year. Mark my words, will he find them in time? Will they agree to the transplant? Will Malcolm survive? Will Abby forgive Devon for his past behavior now that he's on this noble quest? There are so many moving parts and I am literally obsessed with every single one of them. I am going to be glued to my screen for the rest of the week. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, because I need to talk about this with someone before I actually explode. Until next time, stay dramatic, stay obsessed, and keep watching.